This is Jason and Carl continuing our doubleheader Axis&Allies 1942 second edition. Just wanted to show you what's been happening in the Pacific. Despite the fact that Japan is an enormous monster, and Germany is an enormous monster, and Moscow's bottled up with a stack of 50 infantry, not in Global, but in 1942 second edition, sitting in Moscow, we now finally have a use for the American Pacific Fleet, which has established a beachhold in Manchuria. Meanwhile, the Pacific and American fleets are deliberately staying 3 sea zones apart from each other because either of them could crush the other with their ridiculous stacks of subs. Probably won't hold out long as Japan's enormous economy just outpurchases the bejesus out of the Americans while they try to ferry a few more infantry over to Manchuria. But it's a very interesting interlude before the Allies completely collapse.
And in this game, it looks like if you want to do a recap on this one, we're still playing obviously in both games, but...
Yeah, the board where Carl and I are playing the Axis is a little more interesting, at least if you like a game that either side could theoretically win. Moscow has fallen to an enormous German stack after the Russians were successfully diverted to Karelia to kill a stack of unprotected 11 German tanks. The Americans and British have seized the Philippines and Borneo and are starting to consolidate their power there. The Japanese fleet is a distant memory, but meanwhile Japan is expanding westward from the Congo.
Well said.